Hey guys, it's Ep8 here and welcome back to episode 8 of my Atletico Madrid career mode. Now in today's episode we've got this game against Real Sociedad to kick off the episode with. That's obviously a league game. We find ourselves 5 points ahead of second place at the moment in the league as well. In a good position, also 7 points in front of Barcelona. We're only 12 or 13 games in, so we're in a very good position at the moment. I asked you guys in the last episode what you thought of the difficulty, whether you wanted me to increase it or keep it the same. Surprisingly, you actually want me to keep it the same. I was expecting it to be increased this episode, but it's going to be remaining the same, so I think about 65% of you said to keep it as it was. So we'll go with that. We're having to make a lot of change to the team though for this opening fixture because there has been some injuries, some tired players from the last game that we played as well, and so it's a little bit of a strange team. Oblak starts in goal. We've got Versalenko, I think is how you pronounce his name, at right back. Michele, Hernandez and Felipe Luis also in defence as well. Correa, Oscar, Partey and Vitolo in midfield with Gamero and Griezmann starting as out front two as well. So we're going to go with that. The bench is looking a little bit depleted in terms of the energy, but we'll have to go with it. A few injuries have meant that we're struggling a little bit in defence, but again, I think we'll be fine for this game, hopefully. Just got to try and grind out a victory if we can. Before we get into the game, though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. As you can see, Griezmann won Player of the Month as well last month, which is good to see. And I'll quickly show you the training injury to Diego Costa. He's out for 6 weeks with a broken toe, so not good news for, I think, our top goal scorer here as well. So a little bit disappointed to hear that happened in between episodes, and so Costa will miss the next few games now. But let's crack on with this game. Hopefully we've got enough in this side to be able to beat Real Sociedad. It's pretty tough though when you make so many changes. Okay, let's crack on with this game against Real Sociedad, try and get ourselves a victory, and hopefully, like I said before, we'll just grind out the 3 points. We've got a game against Roma in about 3 or 4 days' time, which I'm hoping we can have near enough a full-strength team out for. But saying that there are a few players in this game that I've had to play once again, so we're struggling a little bit in terms of the squad size, I think, at times. Might have to look to try and improve that as we go into the January transfer window. But yeah, we have got a number of players to also try and get rid of at the same time as well, so it could be quite a big turnover in the next window that we have. Correa coming onto his left foot to shoot. Oh, good save by the keeper. Correa does pretty well actually there on his weaker side. Does a great job of getting a good strike on goal, causes the keeper some issues, and winning us a corner as well. Goalkeeper just gets a left hand to that, and puts that for a corner. Vitolo, we're going to deliver this one into the box. Can we pick out Partey? Oh, I think we did as well, but saved again by Rulli. Go on, Griezmann, have a go. Oh, he scores. It's a perfect bit of placement there from Griezmann. Doesn't get closed down enough, but he does drop a little bit deeper to pick up that ball. And he struggles so far to get into this game too much. He has been closed off a lot by the defenders. But this time he finds a bit of space. Like I say, just dropping a little bit deeper to receive that ball. And then get his strike on goal, completely unchallenged. Slots it nicely into the bottom right-hand corner past the goalkeeper. Really good play here. Just picks up the ball in this position. No one gets anywhere near to him. And at this point, he can just pick out the bottom right-hand corner pretty easily. It's 1-0, we've taken the lead. It's probably deserved as well. It looks fairly good so far in the opening stages. Just haven't really broken down the defence too many times, and we didn't really have to that time. Gamero over to Correa. Correa with a great chance. Can he get it across goal? Yes, he can. It's 2-0. We've doubled our lead. Just a few minutes later, Correa does a great job. He smashes it across goal, and we got ourselves the second one. Really good play from us once again. Just switch it over to the right-hand side. Correa was in loads of free space. The fullback doesn't do a great job, really. He has to try and shepherd him on the outside a little bit more, rather than allowing him to just cut across him. You can just see there's a huge gap. There's not even a fullback to be able to defend it, and Correa's able to just strike across goal really nicely. 2-0, and we're giving ourselves a nice lead now. Griezmann waiting for the ball through, great chance. Hernandez finds himself up the pitch. I mean, it's a Hernandez type shot, let's be honest. On his right foot, and he's a centre-back. Correa charging past the full-backs once again. Go for the cross into the middle, great chance. Oh my god. How do you miss that? Literally the only place he could have put it to miss that. It's half-time, we're winning the game 2-0 here against Real Sociedad. Really impressed actually with the current performance. Deservedly in front, got a clean sheet as well for now. Real Sociedad struggling really to attack. We're controlling the game really. They've had one shot, so it tells you about a lot about the way that we're playing this match. We're preventing them from getting on the ball too many times, and when they do get on the ball, they're struggling to get past our midfield. So we're doing a really good job here. Impressed how we're getting on with this formation as well. For the whole of the season so far, we have performed really well with the 4-4-2, so very impressed with that. Not usually my go-to formation, but certainly it seems to be working for us. Correa on the overlap here. Great chance for the fullback to get forward and get across into the middle. Good chance for Partey. Tiptoe with the bar and out for the corner. We are going to make some changes now. 65 minutes in, and we are having to rest a few players. Thinking about the game against Roma. Griezmann's going to be one player to come off. Going to reluctantly bring on Torres, I think. We'll also take off Felipe Luis. and figure some way of doing that. So we'll take off Felipe Luis as well, bring on Gabby. That means we'll move the right back to left back and we'll put Partey at right back for us. So it's a little bit different there. Gabby coming on in midfield. I think for now that'll probably be the only changes that we make in this game, but we'll wait and see whether we do need to do anything else. Let's see how we get on for the final 25 minutes. Good opportunity here for Real Sociedad late on. Oh, the smash the bar. Great strike as well. I think he should have passed it across though for a tap-in. That'd have been a better idea with 10 minutes to go, but they've still got another chance to get rid of our clean sheet. It's going to be a delivery into the box. Oblak should get there, and he does punch away. I was hoping he'd catch it. Vitolo, play it to Oscar. Oscar into Gamero, back to Oscar. Oh, the bar. Oscar's been quite quiet really in this game, not really done too much. He usually puts in a good performance even in the centre mid position, which is a little bit out of position for him, but hasn't done too much in this match so far. Saying that, he hasn't really needed to because our attackers have done most of the work. Oh, great chance. Oblak comes out and saves us there. I say saves us, he nearly put it into the path of their attacker anyway, but that's it for this game. We've won it 2-0, and it's a victory which is a solid one. It's one that we deserve, and yeah, Real Sociedad didn't really cause us too many problems until the last 5 minutes, so they started throwing more players forward. But I think overall fully deserved. Happy that we get our victory as well with such a changed team and having to rest so many big players. So yeah, let's move on to the next match now against Roma. Hopefully we've got a lot of players recovering in time for that game. Obviously still on Diego Costa, he's going to be out for another few weeks. On to some player drills this week, and again we're going to try and train up some players that are in our youth academy. Desperate to try and see them going up and overall if we can, so they can try and reach their potential. Cardozo goes up this week, which is good. He goes up to 60 overall, and that's a good start for him. Okay, on to this next game now against Roma. The team has luckily recovered really well actually, so we can put out a pretty much full strength team. Oblak again starts in goal. Juan Fran, Godin, Jimenez and Felipe Luis in defence. Obviously no Savic at the moment, he's out injured still. Koke on the right hand side, Savic, Sola and Carrasco in midfield, with Gamero, Griezmann up front for us. So we'll go with that. This is the bench I've gone with. Again, pretty much the bench that you'd expect really given the team that we have out. Gabby gets on there once again, as does Torres. Let's crack on with the game, let's see how we get on. Obviously we're on 13 points I think at the moment in the group. I think Roma are on 12. And I think this might be the last game in the group as well. Have a little look now. It is, so obviously whoever wins basically determines who goes top. Okay, there we go for this game against Roma. Let's kick off and try and get ourselves a victory in this match. Obviously a much stronger team out this time around, which is good to see. So we can hopefully play a little bit better football and try and score a few more goals. Oblak now going to try and bring us out from the back, quite literally. Looking for a pass to play it to anyway. There's no one seemed to be in our defence to play to there. Koke charging forward into the space that Carrasco's left for him. Koke to shoot, and he scores 1-0. There's not been that much between the two teams, we don't notice in the opening stages of this game, but we managed to find a breakaway goal, and it's Koke who runs to the right hand side to the left hand side really well there, unchallenged through the middle, and able to get a good strike on his left foot. It's 1-0, we're taking the lead. Don't know if it's particularly deserved, but we'll take it, definitely. Both teams certainly cancel each other out, and there didn't really seem to be either of us edging it at the moment, but pleased we do get ourselves an opening goal anyway. Oh, what a pass to Griezmann. Great chance for him to make it 2, and he will as well. It's 2-0 now. Fantastic pass, just gets in behind the defender really well. And Antonio Griezmann there running through and finishing off really well. Didn't even really mean to pick out that sort of pass. It was supposed to go the other side of the defender, but it looked even better when it went inside of him. Griezmann got there, and it's a really good finish. No doubt that he was going to score in that position, and it's 2-0, double our lead now. It's half-time, it's 2-0, in a good position at the moment so far against Roma. Impressed that we've managed to get 2 goals as well in that first half. Now looking to try and build on that lead if we can, and secured 3 points so we can finish top of the group. Roma haven't really had too many chances themselves. We defended pretty well for most of it. They still do look a threat at times. Obviously they've got good attacking players, but I think in general we do definitely deserve to be in front here. Or is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? I think it is. The referee's about to give a penalty, I think. Wait, what is going on? I don't even know what's going on here. Is this a penalty? Because if it is, then it should be a red card, surely, as the last man. But at the same time, I don't know what he's done. Nothing to me. I honestly don't know what's gone on there, but I think it's a penalty, yeah. Really, really strange situation, but Roma found themselves with a penalty here. Florenzi to step up and chip it. Very bizarrely. We've nearly found the top left-hand corner. Luckily saved there by Oblak. Very, very bizarre stuff. Don't even know how they were given a penalty. Luckily for us, it wasn't scored. Okay, crossing to that post. There's another chance. Oh, it's not taken. Should be a third really there for Carrasco, but he's headed it right at the keeper. Good chance for Roma here late on. It's going to be a goal. Pull them back, and just over 10 minutes to go. Roma have got themselves 1 more, but they still need 2 more to finish top, so we should be okay in the final 10 minutes here. We might look to the bench, I think, for the last few minutes of this game. try and freshen up the team a little bit. So Torres and Gabby to come on. We're going to take off Carrasco and Gamero. Carrasco very tired, so we'll move Sol on to the left-hand side. Gabby obviously playing as our centre mid here. We'll see how that goes for the last 10 minutes. We probably won't have enough time for the third change, but that should be enough for us anyway. That's it. Finishes 2-1. We got ourselves 3 points. We finished top of the group now, which is really good news for us. It felt like a similar game to the last one when we scored 2 goals before half-time and then couldn't get a third in the second half, which was a bit disappointing really. And so we just allowed Roma more time and more chances, obviously, for them to be able to take one eventually. That happened and we lost the clean sheet this time round, but it was enough anyway to finish top, and that was the most important thing from this game. Still looking for a little bit of a better performance though. Didn't quite get going as I'd hoped. Still working out why that was in this game anyway. Last match we looked good, but this one we did drift off a lot in the second half. Player returning from injury, and that is Savic now. That's fantastic news to have him back in the squad. Hopefully should be available next episode. Probably won't be quite available for this next game coming up. Tournament prize money £18.5 million, which is really good for going into the next round of the Champions League. And we will hopefully try and get even further than obviously the round of 16. That's what we're hoping for. Game against Real Betis, who are in second place. So if we were to slip up in this game, it gives them an opportunity to try and regain some points over us. We are hopefully going to be able to beat them though. Barcelona 2 games behind us at the moment. So actually if they were to win both those games, would be within 4 points of us and ahead of Real Betis. Let's change around this team, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to. A few tired players there. I think just 2 changes to the team. We'll bring in Vitolo and Basalco, and we'll obviously drop Juanfran and Carrasco out of the team. Juanfran will go onto the bench. Carrasco will be out of the team completely. A little bit too tired, I think, for this game. So we'll do that. And the rest of the team remains exactly the same. Hopefully going to be okay to be able to play this team. I still think we should be fine. Energy-wise, they should be okay to play this match. Let's see how we get on. Big game against Real Betis. Like I say, it does determine kind of how close they are in the league to us. So hopefully we can take some points off them. Okay, let's go for the final game on today's episode against Real Betis. Let's see how we get on. Try and beat them. Obviously, we know on paper our team's probably better by far, but they found themselves in second place for a reason. So presumably they are playing pretty well at the moment. Quadrado running forward, and it's 1-0. They are playing well at the moment. It's a good cross into the box, and they slotted home, and they are winning inside 3 minutes. Yeah, not a good start from us. A very quick start from Real Betis. I don't really know how they've managed to do that, but it's a great ball into the box. Quadrado there, or Carrado, finding his way into the box and crossing it in. And we should really deal with that one. You can see the run that's made by the attacker. We should be able to clear it away. We haven't managed to get there in time. It's a little bit quicker than us. And they've scored. Not a good start. We obviously didn't want that to happen, but now we find ourselves a goal down and we've got to try and get back in front. Joel Campbell crossing in. This could be a second. Saved and followed up for a second. I knew it was coming as well. Second shot, but it's deserved because of how quick they've started. They've looked the better team. We haven't managed to cope in defence at all. Looked dreadful in defence. Really, really bad. And so yeah, quite rightly they score and found themselves 2 goals up here. Just a really quick start, Joel Campbell here. And as soon as the ball went in, it was obviously going to be a goal because of how badly set up that defence is. Don't know what's gone on, but yeah, they found themselves 2 goals up, and I think we could struggle there. Griezmann turning and shooting and scoring. That's pulled us one back straight from kick-off. It's not a bad strike, is it, really, from Griezmann there? That's what I want to see. Just 2 minutes later, we get ourselves a goal back, and that could be a start of a good turnaround for us here. Literally comes out the blue, we just run forward and have a go. Don't really know why no one's come forward to try and stop the attack. Got past them far too easily. 2-1, and it's put us in a healthier position, but we're still behind. 3 goals in 10 minutes so far in this game. Crazy start to the match. Griezmann coming forward once again, looking for a cross here into Koke, and off the post, and it's 2-2. Wow, what a turnaround. 5 minutes after the first, we get a second, and this time Griezmann's involved in the build-up play and gets himself an assist. It's 2-2 now, back to level terms. 4 goals in 14 minutes. What a start. Both teams scoring with the only 2 shots that they've had on goal. Both teams very, very clinical so far as well. Griezmann with a great run. Look at that. Just opens up some space for Koke to run into. He scores again for us. Very impressive turnaround, but we're not in front just yet. I think Real Betis have collapsed here. They just passed us the ball virtually straight from kickoff. Chance for Griezmann to again get running and look to try and create something, waiting for a runner, but we'll have Savic for now. Good chance for us here. Oh, nearly found Griezmann, but cut out. Game certainly flipped on its head, but whenever they get the ball into their attackers, Real Betis always seem dangerous. Gamero into Griezmann. Could this be a third? Oh, he just lost the ball. Why did he just strike it then? Very bizarre stuff from him, but could have been a third goal for us there. Vitolo drifting inside, ready to shoot here. Oh, thought he got the 3rd goal on the stroke of half time, so close. Ever since the opening 15 minutes, there hasn't been any more goals, and the game's kind of died a little bit, but a chance there to kind of spark us into life, hopefully a little bit more going into the second half. But a good chance for Vitolo, great run inside, just didn't quite have the accuracy. It's quite tough for that range there. Chance for Griezmann late on, we'll hit it from this angle. Test the keeper there, but it was never really going to go in, I don't think. And we go into the half-time break at 2-2. Probably a fair scoreline. They had a really quick start. We struggled to cope with them for the first 7 minutes. And then for the next 7 minutes after that, we scored 2 ourselves. So, really good response from them. But obviously, you never want to go 2 goals down ever in a game. Particularly not against second place. And so, yeah, we find ourselves at 2-2 at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more goals in the second half. Just not really too sure which way it's going to go. Griezmann to deliver. And good ball in there for Godin. Cleared away, still a chance for Griezmann to get it back in though. Good chance, again headed away really well by the Real Betis defence. Here it is, off the post. Wow, did not expect him to even find the target. Not even technically on target though, is it, I suppose, hitting the post, but still a good strike. And nearly found the 3rd goal, so looking the better of the 2 teams in the early stage of the second half. And this time we lose it. Vero over to our right back here, finds himself in a great position to find Griezmann. Oh, looks a certain goal. Oh, what a pass into Koke. Still searching for that 3rd goal. Go for a cross. Falls to us nicely. Oh, my days. Gamero couldn't get his shot away. Swung for it and totally missed it. Cleared away once again. Real Betis really struggling to get out at the moment of their defence. They keep on giving it back to us. And we keep on putting them under pressure. But yet to get the 3rd goal. Still searching for it. Samic now looking into Gamero. Looking for a cross. We're not having too much success with them. And so we might have to look to the bench and try and switch things up a little bit. No, good chance. Oh my days. Real Betis have done nothing in the second half. They score, it's 3-2, and it's a goal that trickles past the goalkeeper, and they find themselves in front of this game. Not good. Okay then, all 3 changes, having to respond to that. There's a few minutes to go. We're obviously not going to be able to get ourselves a win now, I don't think, with 4 minutes left. So, Coria, Oscar and Partey all to come on. We're going to take off Fatolo, Sola and Koke. Reality is the change should have been made a little bit earlier, to be honest, to freshen up the team. Didn't happen. Godin and Go play up front now as well, so it's a bit of a strange formation. Partey really is the key to making the system work in the last few minutes. He has to sit back and has to help us. So we'll wait and see what comes to that. Very bizarre team to be selecting now, but we'll go with it anyway, and Real Betis might well have just nicked a win here against us. Hopefully not, hopefully there's still time. Corey now looking for that pass into finds Godin. Godin looking over to Felipe Luis. He scores the equalising goal in the 90th minute, and it has worked. The formation's done it for us. And Felipe Luis gives us a point here in the final couple of minutes of this game. Maybe the final shot of the game. Look at this for a little flick here for, I think, Godin, who's stuck up front. And I'll tell you what, the tactical changes have worked. It's caused some issues at the back. Look at this for a volley. Just watches it go over his shoulder, smashes it home. And Felipe Luis, who's now playing as a left mid, has got himself a goal here. Whew, we'll take it. 3-3. I think probably a deserved scoreline. A very good game for both teams. A really interesting match, actually. Competitive match. And has finished at 3-3 there. The final shot of the game gets us a point. Nix has won and keeps us, how many points in front? 4, maybe. Really exciting game though, great game. Certainly started off very lively, finished very lively as well. The in-between bit was lacking at times, but still the start and the finish were really good. And Ruben Castro put in a great performance there for Real Betis, and deservedly they got something from the game. Luckily it was just 1 point rather than 3 points. They certainly didn't deserve all 3, so I was a little bit annoyed if that was going to happen, but managed to claw something back, and yeah, you can see that stats-wise we deserve to win, but hasn't quite happened for us. We will take a point though, given the way that they scored in the 86th minute. Whew. Okay, that is everything for today's episode. I think I need to lie down after that. You can see Barcelona now only playing 12 games. We've got 3 games in hand, which is very strange how this has come about. If they were to win those next 3 games, then they'll find themselves on 36 points, so 2 points behind us. Although I imagine they'll probably end up dropping some points. It's usually what happens when there's an opportunity for them to get a little bit closer to us. But we'll wait and see what happens next episode. 3 games for them to play in hand over us, and so we'll wait and see how close they do get to us. And that will be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.